Welcome to my new tutorial of futuristic city animation. Let's get started. Click on New Composition. Rename it to Element. For this composition, I'm using 960 by 540 pixels. Frame per second is 30 and duration of this composition is 30 seconds. Click OK. Add a new white solid layer to the timeline. Rename it to BG. Go to Effects and Presets. And add a trap code horizon effect to this layer. Now add a new black solid layer to the timeline. Rename it to Element. Change its color from white to black. Go to Effects and Presets. And add a Video Copilot Element 3D effect to this layer. Now add a camera layer to the timeline. Rename it to Camera. Change its zoom to 183.44 mm. Check depth of field. And uncheck lock to zoom. Go to Camera Layer and go to Transform. Press Alt button and click Stopwatch next to Point of Interest. Right. Transform dot position. Now move the timeline to 0 seconds and click Stopwatch next to position. Change its value to 480. 270 and -3000. Now move the timeline to 30 seconds. And change its value to 480, 270 and 1400. Again move the timeline to 0 seconds and click Stopwatch next to Z rotation. Now move the timeline to 30 seconds and change Z rotation value to 1 and 0. Go to Camera Options. Change focus distance to 350 pixels. And also change aperture to 50 pixels. Now add a point light to the timeline. Rename it to Light. Change light type to Point. Change its color to 38, 61 and 85. Intensity of light is 100%. And fall off should be none. Go to Light Transform. Change its position to 507, 243 and -222. Go to Light option. And change radius to 500. Also change shadow diffusion to 0 pixels. Go back to Element Layer and go back to Video Copilot Element 3D Effect. Click on Scene Setup. And click on Environment. Change Environment to Default Image. Go to Model Browser and search for Greeble Box. Add or drag Greeble Box 4 to the scene. Change its material to Concrete Bear 7. You can find in the preset folder. Click on Greeble Box 4 and change its orientation to 0, 180 and 0. Now add or drag Greeble Box 1 to the scene and move it below Greeble Box 4. Also change its material to Concrete Bear 7. Click Greeble Box 1 and change its scale to 60%. Now add or drag Greeble Box 3 to the scene and move it below Greeble Box 1. Also change its material to Concrete Bear 7. Click Greeble Box 3 and change its orientation to 0, 180 and 0. Click OK to close scene setup. Disable Group 2 to Group 5. Go to Group 1. Go to Particle Replicator. Change Replicator shape to 3D grid. Change Grid X to 50. Change Grid Y to 2. And change Grid Z to 50. Also change Shape Scale to 100. Go to Scale X, Y and Z. And change Y Scale 0.2. Go to Replicator Effects. And go to Position Noise. Change Noise Amount to 50. Go to Particle Look. And change Particle Size Random to 80%. Now go to Render Settings. And go to Ambient Occlusion. Go to SSAO. Change Intensity to 1. Change Radius to 0.5. Also change Gamma to 3. Go to Advanced Options. Change Cutoff to 2. and change AO depth influence to 100%. Go to Fog. Enable Fog. Change its color black to white. Change Fog Start Distance to 500. Now go to Output. Change Multi-Sampling to 16. Now add a new composition. Rename it to Final. Go to Project window. And drag Element Comp to the timeline. Go to Effects and Presets. Add Curves effect to this layer. Change RGB channel as per your need. Go to Project window. And again drag Element Comp to the timeline. Change its mode from normal to add. Go to Effects and Presets. Add a Levels effect to this layer. Change input black to 9640. Change input white and output white to 32768. Now add Fast Box Blur effect to this layer. Change blur radius to 30. Change iterations to 1. Now add color balance effect to this layer. Change highlight red balance to 66. Change green balance to 63. And change blue balance to -100. Now add an adjustment layer to the timeline. Rename it to CC. Go to Effects and Presets. And add Color Balance effect to this layer. Change Shadow Red Balance to 80, Green Balance to 52. Change Midtone Red Balance to 8, Green Balance to -8 and change Midtone Blue Balance to 16. Change Highlight Red Balance to 54, Green Balance to 24 and Blue Balance to 30. Now add an Curves effect to this layer. Change its RGB channel, as per your need. That is folks for today. I hope you like my video of futuristic city animation tutorial. If you like the video, please click the like button. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe to it. Thank you and have a nice day.